Marty Gellner joins the Power Trip Morning Show on Tuesdays and Fridays. And last time I checked, it's Tuesday, which means Marnie's here. Hi, Marnie.
It's Tuesdays with Marnie. How have we not branded that? Maybe had an entrance song.
We used to do that. I do think if it was Mondays with Marnie, we'd have the alliteration. Maybe it would sound better. But Tuesdays with Marnie.
Tuesdays with Maury thing is what she's talking about.
Close with Tuesday.
But hello, there's a famous book.
Yeah, by Stephen King, right?
Who reads
really
books?
Close. Well, the last one I read was Super Fudge by Judy Bloom.
Great book.
That's a game I used to play as well.
Tales of a fourth grade nothing.
Loves that game.
It's also my newest movie. Going to be out in the MCU soon. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I do like fudge. Oh, I like the Dells.
Yeah.
Not that kind.
Oh.
Actual fudge.
Yeah, Dwight would call you then.
Dwight would call me?
Yeah.
How did he get my number?
You guys are on a
He just guessed.
website. Yeah, he guessed. Did you call?
Right,
Beep, bop,
hang on.
beep, bop.
We're on a poop website?
Yeah.
And everybody exchanges phone numbers on this message board?
Yeah, because there's so few of you.
I am lonely. So he's going to call me?
Yeah.
What would he say?
That is a great movie.
He'd say, welcome to the club.
Wait,
It's
welcome
really
to
hard.
Wouldn't he have already said that on the message board?
No, you guys don't share that kind of stuff on the message
So
board.
we share our phone numbers, but we don't share,
Welcome
standard greetings like, hey, good to see you. Welcome to the message board.
Sucks.
What's discussed on this message board?
Poop.
But like what aspects of it?
Just getting dumped on.
Yeah, I thought we knew about this.
Yeah.
So I'm new to this message board?
No, you've been on it a while. You're a founding member, like Twins Daily.
But I'm a founding member, but Dwight's going to call me to welcome me to it.
Yeah. You guys don't talk about it until you know you're part of it.
Does he know that I'm the founding member?
Kind of.
Is it like, it's not Fight Club, it's Fart Club?
Yeah, you don't talk about it.
Fecal Club?
Yeah, it's Fecal Club.
But he's going to call me to talk about it?
Yeah.
So he's breaking the number one rule.
He can. He's the godfather.
I thought I was one of the founding members.
I forgot where I was going with any of it.
Paul, based on your logic, I'm going to assume this story is completely made up.
You are correct, sir.
What? Let's do the news, shall
We got Max going.
Buenos dias.
Oh, hello.
Good morning.
Hey, Martin, before we do the news, can you answer? That was very loud. Can you answer the questions we had 10 minutes ago? This game, Lynx and Liberty, does not count, correct? Tonight?
That's correct.
Doesn't count in the standings. What was the other question we had?
Where do babies come from?
Winning players get about $30K. Losing players get $10K. I thought we had something else. What else did we ask her?
Is it on TV?
It's on Amazon Prime. We said
Is it
that.
on KFAN?
It got moved from
that's right.
Barclays Center.
Is it on KFAN? Do you know that?
Oh, that one I don't know. I don't have the KFAN programming, but thanks for asking.
It's not on our schedule
me
that
about
Corey
that one.
deletes immediately.
Oh, yeah. I don't have time for that.
It's an added game. Obviously, it wasn't on the original schedule because nobody knew who would be playing the game until you play the in-season tournament games. Mm-hmm. And yes, this is an extra. It is the only game that counts as that does not count towards the regular season standings.
In
which
arena is that exactly again?
The one where the Islanders played.
Okay, all right. Okay, gotcha.
UHB?
No
ECI?
Let's begin, shall we?
That'd be a Parrish question. But
It was supposed to be at Barclays, but they have the
Charles Barkley draft.
NBA draft. Yeah. But it's a pretty big deal because, money talks.
Great
and
point.
that's a huge motivator.
Yeah, and it looks like the Lynx players aren't hiding it, nor do they have to. That they want the money.
Yeah.
They want the $30K.
Of course.
For a lot of the gals that are making, $100,000 give or take a year, that's a 30% raise.
That's most of the team.
That's a lot of money. Yep. Why not? Go get it.
If there was an event that those of us, all of us in this room, if there was an event and you were like, hey, winner gets $30K. Yeah, you have my attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know how much part of a pool that could buy? Like a corner.
Like where?
At her house.
Exactly.
I don't have time for 30K. I'm spending all my time on message boards with Dwight.
You're admitting
swapping phone numbers.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping.
With the Godfather. All right, time for the news.
Oh, now you want them.
No, I want
now
the news.
you want it.
Man. I know,
This
otherwise
is
so loud.
KFAN News with Chris Hockey.
Hi, it's me.
Presented by the St. Paul Saints.
Sure does sound like he calls me honky, doesn't it?
Play it again.
Yeah.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey. Presented by the St. Paul Saints.
Yeah, it kind of does.
I feel like it sounds like he has a mouthful of spit when he says the F in KFAN.
Play it again.
KFAN.
I sure hope you said spit.
Oh, he's not on the message boards.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey. Presented by the St. Paul Saints.
Yeah, Zach, before you talk, make sure you just kind of huck two of that thing and clear your throat. Jeez.
Good job, Zach. That sounds great.
Thanks, Marnie.
You're welcome, pal.
Oh,
The St. Paul Saints hit the road to begin a 6-game series against the Iowa Cubs at Principal Park tonight. Adam Plutko takes the mound for St. Paul. The first pitch is 6:38. They'll be back at CHS Field again soon. Get your tickets at saintsbaseball.com. Thank you.
Did you say Pluto like P-L-U-T-O?
K-O. P-L-U-T-K-O. Plutko.
Oh.
Just coming
That's
off
not as
an
fun.
11-day, they just had their 11-game win streak snapped. Saints had won 11 in a row
Yeah, which,
prior to Sunday.
that's
them above
mostly because
500.
of Brooks Lee.
Brooks Lee and Matt Wallner both are just tearing it up, and I wouldn't be totally shocked if we see one of them on the Twins tonight.
Wow.
We'll see. We'll have to see what Max Kepler's injury situation is.
What an awesome thing to have available, to be able to get a player here by just driving across town. What
Or
a wonderful
taking the green line.
advancement.
We
A
forget-
wonderful advancement to have our AAA team in
Yes.
St. Paul.
It's really nice.
Way to go,
Yeah.
Saints.
And then they have to fly to Arizona. But sure.
I meant in theory.
general.
Yeah.
Nobody likes him, Marnie.
That's it.
I know.
I'm on the message boards.
Yeah, you are.
Calm down.
Okay.
Jesus.
Wow, thanks, Darth Vader.
Okay. What the hell was that?
There's a maniacal laugh.
Where'd that come from?
Like with Chris Honky.
Oh, thank
he's
you.
on the message board.
1970 Chris Honky would have been a great villain name in a blaxploitation
Right.
movie.
Right.
You job turkey! It was the man, Chris Honky.
That's good.
Yeah, you're fine.
Hey, thanks.
Forecasters say the southern plains and southeast can expect sweltering temperatures this week. Some cities like, what? What?
I'm just laughing at Chris Honky.
Don't laugh at him. He's trying his best. Some cities like Little Rock in Arkansas, and no, that's a city in Arkansas. Little Rock, Arkansas, and Dallas could hit 100 degrees with a heat index around 110. Yeah, it's going to get worse up through Lincoln, Nebraska, into Wichita, Kansas, and I believe they're saying it may be headed our way. So, we'll go from way too much water to setting ourselves on fire every day as we walk outside.
Who the hell goes outside?
Yeah, it's too hot.
Jeez. What are you doing?
We need it to snow, right, Hogs?
It will soon enough.
Yeah.
Did anyone get storms around here?
It went around us last night.
Yeah, no, I
missed
did not.
us.
Went above us last night, I
Yep.
believe is what happened. Yeah.
I'm guessing Wisconsin got most of that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Did you get something, Marnes, down there or not?
Whoa.
No.
Oh, did you get something down there? It's a good question.
Sometimes it does storm down there, Marnes. Am I right?
A little something down there? Wow. Maybe a little something down there?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Man, now you can see why he's on the message boards.
We were all wondering. Thanks, Corey. Thanks for asking.
I
You
did.
got to ask the question that's on everybody's mind.
I did
People
get
don't report.
something, but it didn't storm.
Oh. Happy birthday, Marnes.
I know.
Okay.
Umbrella,
Poor Mitch.
Poor Rosie. I'm going to do the story now before he comes in.
What happened?
I want him to be able to have a private cry in his car. The restaurant chain Hooters is closing several of its locations across the country. The company cited pressure from current market conditions.
The family restaurant.
No list was provided by USA Today reports, but they found dozens of restaurants were shuttered just yesterday in Florida, in Texas, in Kentucky, and Indiana. Let me tell you, if a Hooters closes in Indiana,
That's real bad.
times are tough. Because, they were open through prom season.
I wrote a joke about Hooters after I had my single mastectomy.
Yeah.
And I said, You know, it's a lot of. It was tough, man. It was tough. It was hard getting through, but you got to focus on the positives. And when I walk into Hooters, I better be getting half off.
Yeah, that's funny.
Great.
And what a great.
I work on the setup, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What a great marketing plan that would be, right?
Yes.
Definitely.
What, like breast cancer awareness or supporting breast cancer and you get half off?
Yeah, or maybe 100% off. Maybe for free.
Some
right?
women.
Yeah, right.
It's a family restaurant, Corey.
It is a family restaurant. It's one of the best pre-movie meals on the planet, according to Mark Rosen. That's the only reason they went there at the Mall of America is Nick and Mark are both cinephiles.
Yep.
And they would go pre-game it because Nick loved Hooters for the food and the family environment.
Can I take the next logical step in my half off, 100% off, eat free thing?
Yeah.
If they're big enough, you got to pay double. Man.
And Hawk's hoping there's a lot of people there paying double.
I think you got to pay double.
You're damn right I do.
Perfect boobs.
Thank you.
What won the Preposterous Statement tournament again this year? Because, again, Rosie's saying that it was the only reason he went there is because it was a family restaurant and Nick picked it before movies. I still don't know how that didn't crush.
I don't know, but I lost it. I was the second place finisher.
Was you were the Otani bit?
One of them, I know.
I mean,
He had two of them in the top.
Was it one of those
Two in the top
injury
four.
ones?
Well, I think
Was it someone saying someone got injured and it was a good thing?
maybe, but I mean, Bonus saying that Otani wouldn't
Oh, it was
necessarily
the
fit this
Jacksonville
roster.
one. It was Jacksonville being a good team or Carolina
Jaguars?
being, one of the.
Was it Adam Thielen?
Saying
Thielen.
that
Yeah, it was
he
Thielen.
went there because
Thielen
they
won
could
it.
win the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Your Otani take is worse.
Yeah, way worse.
Yeah,
Otani is the best
definitely.
player of all time.
And I think Rosie's
I thought I was robbed.
Hooters take is worse than Thielen
Yeah.
saying that he went to the Carolina because he thought they could put together a Super Bowl roster. I mean, they were the worst
Like a
team
lot
in
of
the league,
Minnesota
but-
sports teams, I choked. What can I say?
Oh, man.
Big moment, didn't come through.
All right, so we do not know if the Hooters at Mall of America is going to be one of the ones.
I can't imagine it is because there's one gentleman who goes in there every damn day.
Yeah. He'll be here in 5 minutes.
Because it's family friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, why else would he go?
And he wants to go see a movie.
Is there anybody from Hooters to talk about their restaurant with him?
It's a great question.
I guess I wish I knew what you were trying to set up.
Oh, shoot.
The
All right.
sandwich guy.
The sandwich guy.
Oh, got it. Man, I'm not quick on the old uptake
Never
this
mind.
morning.
Wait, Hawk,
Now I
what
see what you're
sandwiches do
saying.
they got?
Well, I don't know, but this guy does.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, I got you.
There we go.
Hey, yeah, we got a chicken sandwich.
What time are you guys open?
I don't think he can. He doesn't have headphones on.
Oh, why won't Rosie just give him the headphones?
He's not close enough to the mic.
Cut it in half. It's
Why,
Well, why doesn't Rosie just give him the microphone?
Right. Well, Ian Matega says the other one.
Who the hell's Ian Matakis?
a guy who likes to sweep
Sir, do you have a website?
Park, Minnesota. And what we do is we take the chicken and we take the chicken out of the sandwich and we just menu the
Hey, do you guys have any sandwiches at Hooters named after local celebrities that have been there?
thing. You take it, it's just you got toast now.
Excuse me, sir. What
He doesn't.
is there a website or something we could?
That's one sandwich.
He doesn't have the headphones on.
We named that
How come Rosie's here today? It's his day off.
Yeah. Well, how can we get away with this?
He seems mad that Ian Matakis is in his chair,
He doesn't know
what
Ian
happens
Matega.
is we don't
and Ian Matakis didn't know who he was, which made me very happy.
Sir, get closer to the microphone.
good. I tell you, we named that one after kind of a controversial figure, Christopher Columbus. Because he came to St. Louis Park in his exploring. So we named the sandwich after him, and then we're going to.
You feel like a lot of people go to your restaurant for the environment and to pregame films. Sir?
He doesn't.
Oh, he can't hear me. Doesn't
Rosie
have
didn't give him the
headphones.
headphones.
Oh, Rosie didn't give him the headphones or the microphone
Or the chair.
or the chair. So he's just standing 5 feet from the microphone, listening.
But you know what? It's weird.
Interesting.
At our restaurant, iced tea is served by the rapper iced tea. Some iced tea. And you don't ask him to sweeten it because you don't want to know what he'll put in there.
I don't think this guy's listening.
And scene.
God, I was running out of things.
Well done, Uggs.
That bit never gets old.
No, you love it.
So funny.
I don't think Rosie cares for it.
Well, we'll find out.
I would bet most of our audience doesn't care for it.
I've heard the opposite.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard a lot of people say that's the best bit in the last 6 months is making fun of Rosie and his sandwich day.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Here's
people
man, it's a
love that.
really weird story. It's a real news story. I hate to do real news stories in my news department here, but how about this? It happened right in Rochester, Minnesota. That's the reason I'm doing it. Investigators in Olmsted County trying to determine why a woman was driving around with a dead body in the back of her vehicle in Rochester, Minnesota. Deputies responded to a single vehicle crash on Interstate 90 near Iota exit on Saturday morning. While checking the vehicle to see if anybody needed help, deputies found a body in the back seat. They classified her death as suspicious and arrested the driver. 32-year-old Margot Lewis was arrested on a charge of interference with a dead body and is expected to make her first court appearance later today. Now, wouldn't you say the people in Weekend at Bernie's could be arrested for interference with a dead body?
I mean, they buried him.
Yeah.
They played
Eventually.
Monopoly with him.
Didn't they resurrect
They took
him in
him
part
water
two?
skiing.
You got
Yeah, they put
I don't see any interfering. I see
Okay.
who collaborate.
I was asking.
They were trying to let Bernie
Collaborating with
live
a
his
dead
best life.
Yeah, that lady had great sex with him.
It's a little bit like the end of No Country, right? You're Anton Chigurh, and you're like, all right, I think I got away with this whole bit. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
And you get into a random car accident.
Yeah.
If you, let's say this gal killed this other person,
First of all,
right?
it's a single car accident.
Oh, single car. But still, even so,
Yeah.
that's kind of bad luck. Unless she's high or drunk. You're just driving along.
Drive along.
And then you get into an accident. You're like, today's
Yeah.
the day I'm moving the body.
Yeah.
Today's the day I decide to drive bad.
You know
Come
what?
on.
But, I mean, you got to blame yourself. 10-2, lady. Okay,
Yeah.
you got a dead body back there.
Right.
Take
At
care.
9-3.
Pretend it's your driver's test, right? Drive as seriously and as focused
Yes.
as possible.
Get it
There's a
together.
dead
You know
body in the back seat.
Yeah, get
True
it
dad.
together.
Yeah.
Is there more to the story? Or
That's all
is
the story
it
that I have
just
right now.
trying to
Just the
figure out-
one.
That's all the story I have right now. I'm looking for more info for you. And then lastly, of course, Governor Wallace says the state has just over $26 million it can use to help counties affected by the ongoing flooding. The governor talked about the situation yesterday during a news conference. 7 counties have issued disaster declarations so far, and the state will assess each county's request when they apply for funding. That seems like not enough. He called the
was
flooding
thinking the same thing.
unprecedented and warned Minnesotans that it's not over yet. He also said he was thankful there have been no injuries or deaths by the flooding as far as we know right now, but my goodness.
Don't know how this worked, but can they apply for federal assistance as well? Or
I
is
would
this
say
all
yes,
state money? How does that
probably.
work?
Yeah, great. I don't know. Great question.
I don't know how that
I
works.
saw, what's our, Terry Knight, you remember Terry? Mm-hmm. She
yeah.
posted video from, where's Jesse James Days at? Where's that at?
Northfield.
Northfield. Holy moly. I can't believe it. I can't believe the floodwater.
That
It's
Cannon
unbelievable.
River is
Man.
going nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care of it, buddy. Don't drive across that breach. You'll end up in Tuscaloosa.
if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Right now, last I saw, if the Rapidan Dam breaks, they've got like all the bridges down. They've got people waiting on each side to cut them off. Like you can no longer use this
Do not
bridge.
go
Like
across this
right,
bridge,
you
right, yeah.
still can use the bridges now while the dam is holding.
Yeah.
But if it breaks, they've got emergency vehicles or law enforcement vehicles ready to just we got to shut down all the bridges now because we don't know what's going to happen with those bridges. Some of those bridges will end up underwater.
Did you see the video? There's somebody somewhere, maybe in Iowa. There's video of a person like on a street cam walking across a bridge, and as soon as they take a step across the bridge, off the bridge fails. Like right behind them. Incredible. Walking on foot. Incredible. Anyway, so be careful. What a thing.
Wasn't that the story with Flip Saunders? Didn't he cross over was it Flip that
35?
crossed the bridge like what?
Why?
2 minutes or something before it collapsed? Do I have that story right?
I think it's Flip.
Why do I think it's Flip? Is that right?
Zach, what was that noise?
I just said why.
What?
Why did Flip cross the road?
You're clever. I'm going to miss you next week. Yeah, somebody confirm that if you could. But I'm pretty sure that was the case.
I think you're right.
Let's begin, shall we?
Who's that?
Who's that?
Is that
You don't
Pee-wee?
recognize that? Yeah, of course it is.
Is it?
10 years ago.
Oh, God. Is that Large Marge?
Yeah, of course it was.
Would you?
Would I what?
Would you bang Large Marge?
Oh, thanks for being.
Again?
Yeah, way to dance around
Yeah,
it.
thanks for being on the
He
down
would, right?
low. Well, I'd
She's
have
scary.
to. She's a ghost.
Yeah, she's scary.
Plus, when she goes,
You go, whoa!
What
Marms.
percentage of questions on this show that Sauce asks are just Woodhawk?
Or thought out, 0.
Things you wouldn't understand.
I mean,
Things you
it's a
wouldn't
lot of that, but
understand.
that's an important question the listeners want to know.
Have a nice day.
Out of every time, let's say, if we could put together a supercut of every time you've asked on the air, would Hawk, right? What percentage of the time is the answer no? Like 2%?
Very little, yeah.
Yeah, he has said no before.
I have.
It's almost never, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I've sent him
I don't
a few
like making
pictures.
people feel bad.
Yeah. And yeah, he always says it's better than.
Hey,
It feels like some Twitter account should be tracking the last time Hawk said no.
yeah,
Or all the no's Hawk has said.
yeah.
It's got to be almost zero.
It's almost zero.
It's got to be single
It's like
digits
those.
total.
It's like those teams that came back from a three game
Right.
deficit.
It's happened, but it's unbelievably rare.
Sure.
Buenos dias.
Johnny Bones, you got to go.
I gotta run.
Thanks for
love
the
you, Johnny
coffee.
Bones.
Love you.
Yeah, it's good to see everybody.
Twinsdaily.com.
TwinsDaily.com, ZoneCoverage.com, HockeyWilderness.com. If you like the Brewers, BrewFanatic.com. Gleeman and the Geek.
Like how you have a website and you're like, I just got to say it, even though it sounds like a throwaway, but brewersfanatic.com.
Well,
All right.
if you like the Cubs, NorthsideBaseball.com. If you like the Marlins, FishOnFirst.com.
Man, they're everywhere.
We got some stuff.
Fish on First is very clever. That's a very clever name.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Was that yours?
No.
That was really good.
Yeah, me too. I like it.
All right.
I'll let him know.
Hooters aficionado Mark Rosen to join in a second. Marty Gellner is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Fantasy football training camp is back at Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Join Paul Charchian and the Fantasy Football Weekly crew in the full deck ballroom on Friday, August 16th from 6 to 9 p.m. Stop by for the live broadcast from 6 to 8, then stick around for the Fantasy Football Deep Dive. Great prizes to be had, including a $1,000 grand prize. Get the full details now at KFAN.com and keyword calendar.
Thank you, Zacco. Roser's here.
Rosie, Marty,
Rosie, they make me do things. I don't do them because I want to. They make me.
Rosie. Don't be mad at me.
It's definitely Corey and Sauce's fault.
Yeah, it is.
Always is.
Wait, me?
You guys are very, very funny driving in.
Well, Rosie, first of all, let's get to the core of the
no
problem.
one laughs more than I do
I
about
know
my
that.
own
Rosie.
stuff.
Let's pray together, shall we? So far,
Is this PA show?
Now that was funny.
slow clap.
I didn't realize 9 to noon had started that early.
Well done. Wow. Rosie, bow your head. Let's pray together. So far, you and Nick, your favorite
Yes.
restaurant on the planet.
Yes.
We have not heard definitive word about the
Well-
Mall of America Hooters. This is Hooters across the
And also
country
with
that
you.
are in trouble, not necessarily your spot.
Timing is perfect. I happen to be going to the Mall of America tonight
right.
for the media event for the U.S. Gymnastics trials, which of course are taking place at Target Center this week. And
Crazy expensive. I just wanted to take my kiddo to see the girls. It's like $400 a seat.
Worth it.
is it? Wait, what? The gymnastics?
Yeah. Yes.
Seriously?
Absolutely.
Wait. Did you try to get at the a long time ago, or
No,
just
like
recently?
2 weeks ago. Now all the after.
Oh, well, yeah. Now they're like
You can go
going
see
to sing Taylor Swift.
You can go see the men for like $30. The women are
Nobody cares about
$400.
the men.
Exactly. The women are like $400 a seat.
Yeah, they are. Well,
I
Sumi
mean-
Lee, and it's big.
I
big
wanted
time.
to take the kiddo on Friday night. I'm not paying $800 for the two of
I
us to
had
go.
no idea.
No way.
Interesting.
No chance.
Well, pretend it's a poker game, then you would go.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
I know
Well, no,
exactly
then he
what it's
would-
supposed to mean. If you were, that was the entry fee to a poker World Series of Poker.
I wouldn't blink
you wouldn't
twice.
even think about it.
Yeah, but my poker playing is more important than her childhood.
Wow. Okay, I wish we got that.
Buenos
position.
dias.
Core
Anyway,
memories.
I will be at the MOA tonight, and I may have to take a side trip to see if the Hooters is.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
to see if it's
Hooters.
open.
You
Yeah.
wanna
See if
finish
it's
your
open.
sentence?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're serving at the media play. They might be having, just carrot sticks and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, you know
I
what
don't-
those.
Sandwiches?
We need some breasts.
And what do you want to eat?
Chicken breasts.
Chicken breast.
Yeah.
Perfect boobs.
That's what we all love.
Okay, Mark.
You know what? They don't have to be perfect.
I'd also like to see her topless.
Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, do some
Never
research tonight,
understood.
Rosie.
I saw a lot of families at Hooters when I would
Yeah, the
go
Lambert
there before.
family.
Well, yeah. I got lots of pictures
Those are
from
called second families.
second family.
Hey, there's Lawyer Lambert.
He sent me pictures from San Francisco last night. from
he did.
the ballpark.
Was he at the San Francisco Hooters doing research?
He was doing research.
Investigating to see if that one was still open.
Him and Rosie might buy a franchise.
Willie Mays night last
Where was
year.
he parking there, Mo?
I'm sure he sobbed.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Yeah,
he sent me some great pictures, man.
Marty, doesn't that make at least a part of you happy, though, that there is inequality, at least in one sport, that the women are so much favored over the men? Like, our guy, John Roethlisberger, right, is a huge deal here in the Twin Cities for men's gymnastics.
Yeah, yes.
If he was young enough and active enough, you could go see him for about $2. To see Suni Lee and Simone Biles, it's about $90,000 to see him.
I mean, I that's a rhetorical question, but I'm looking at Marty. When has men's gymnastics in almost any Olympics come close to matching the drama, the names, the aura that women's gymnastics has? I'm trying to think of some
like
of the top.
late 80s, maybe.
I can't think of.
What was that? There was a Mitch.
Oh, no, George Custer.
Mitch Gaylord?
Mitch Gaylord, and he had that movie.
Name.
He was in a movie.
Yeah.
He was. You're right. That's the one.
He drove his Jeep out to the forest, and he put a high bar up between branches, and he turned the lights on.
But still, not
Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents.
He was in T2?
Yeah, he was.
Oh wow.
But yes, women's gymnastics makes stars.
Come on, man.
Example one, Mary Lou Retton.
Say it.
Marnie Lou Retton.
Well, yeah. Obviously.
I was watching that some of the trials, track and field. I love track and field in the Olympics, and they had the trials last night, and flipping back and forth between that and the hockey game. But man, that stuff is gripping.
Yeah.
You think about training for 4 years, and I got to finish in the top 3 to get that trip to Paris, and then some poor woman fell on the 800-meter run, I think it was. And I wasn't laughing. No, I was very sad.
It's the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Yeah, it literally was the agony of defeat.
Wow.
Yeah, just giant stars in women's gymnastics.
Bart Connor.
Yeah, there are. Yeah.
Bart Connor. Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah,
okay, you see your
give me enough time, and I'll
But
pull
you
a
know,
name.
it takes a while.
Well, in the
Who
last
is married
30 years,
to Nadia Comaneci, right? Who is a bigger star?
In the last 30 years, though, has there been a bigger male gymnast than Roethlisberger or not? I'm asking because I don't know.
United States.
It's like the only male gymnast I can name.
Yeah.
They're listening right now, and they're so sad.
Yeah.
Roethlisberger might be.
I mean,
he's a listener to the fan once in a
Bart
while.
Connor, Mitch Gaylord. I don't even know if I can name.
We watch, but just can't think of the names at the
Not
time.
like the women.
No,
women,
no.
We could probably name 20 of them.
Roy Sullivan.
Yeah, Roy Sullivan's one of them.
Kurt Thomas.
Paul Hamm.
My buddy Greg just said
John Hamm.
Kurt Thomas.
Steve
That was the other
Bombardozzi.
one.
Lola Gelner.
George Orwell.
Drew P. Wiener.
Yeah, it's.
But we get the point. It's not even close. And that's why those tickets are priced the way they are.
Let's go.
The
Good
women are Taylor Swift, and the men are basically Common's joke about you might have somebody bash
Kid
open
Rock.
your window and then put the tickets on your
Right.
dashboard and just say, take them.
Right.
A lot easier to get the men's tickets.
Best gymnast in the U.S. will be in Minneapolis this week to compete for a place on the Olympics.
Simone Biles?
Day one
Should be there.
of the men's competition begins on Thursday at Target Center and will wrap up on Saturday. The women's competition begins Friday and will conclude on Sunday.
That's the big one.
Will Simone's husband be there to support her in her competition?
I don't know.
He plays for the Packers.
He plays for the Packers.
Yeah.
I mean, he may have gotten traded. Man, maybe he didn't. Maybe
Doesn't he?
Who was that?
Doesn't he play for the Texans now?
Yeah.
I thought he used to, and didn't he get? I think he went
Jonathan
north.
Owens.
Well, he played
Oh, I couldn't
for
think
the
of his
Packers
name.
last year
Okay.
because I saw her at the Packers game.
Chicago Bears?
That
Maybe.
could be. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think when they were dating or whatever, I think he was a Texan. Now I think he's playing up here in north.
You know where they'd
somewhere.
like to go when they were dating?
Hooters,
Hooters,
because it's
yeah.
a family environment.
It's a family
It
restaurant.
is a family environment.
He's right. Rosie, I'm agreeing with you, Sweet Pea.
I would go to plenty of movies up at the Mall of America.
Yeah,
And once in a great while, when my son wasn't playing video games across the hallway, we would stop and think, where are we going to eat tonight?
Yeah, where are we gonna
most
eat?
of the
Yeah,
time
there are
we
no options at MOA.
Planet Hollywood most of the time.
Yeah,
But some of the time.
Some of the time.
There's no doubt some of the best family restaurants on the planet: Hooters, Twin Peaks, tilted kilt.
Tilted what?
Restaurants are the way to teach kids how to eat with manners, right?
Yeah,
Elbows off the table.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah. Well, Manners is a good name for one of those places.
Yeah, right.
Man, you guys.
Manor, those big.
That's a different kind of restaurant, Zacco.
Yeah, relax, Zacco.
See, that's why Rosie should have won the preposterous statement tournament. He truly believes it.
He does.
I'm living it. I witnessed it. I've been there enough. It wasn't a bunch of creepy guys like I would hang up.
Oh, of course not. No creeps there.
No, I'm not saying
it's
there
families.
weren't creeps.
No, Rosie, don't even defend yourself. Screw these people.
Lots
You're right.
of families there.
Yes.
Hooters all the way.
If you have young daughters, that's where you want. Yes.
I have I did have a young daughter at that time.
Yes, and you brought her to Hooters.
You brought her to Applebee's. You brought Nick to Hooters.
You know what they always say? Hooters, Hooters everywhere. Hooters, Hooters in my hair.
I didn't name the restaurant. They have.
What would you name?
That's the story that I have from high school.
Oh yeah.
God.
That's what I was trying to remember.
Oh, my God.
How did that go? I couldn't remember what he said. What did he say?
All right, so hey, rip the music quickly. Rosie, you've heard this story, right?
This is so
Marnie,
good.
this is the best.
Marnie, this is a true story.
Listen.
So, in my speech class, this is not one of those bits where I'm recreating a sitcom. This actually happened to me. In my speech class in high school, we were learning how to, you get introduced to do a speech. You go to the front of the podium. You pause. You take a deep breath. Right? You don't start talking before you get there. It was about just like week one of speech class.
Okay.
It was
intro, body, conclusion.
Exactly. You walk up, deep breath, get situated, wait for the applause to die. Introduce yourself, blah, 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 and then sit down. And it was also trying to teach you how to properly clap. As dumb as that sounds, it was like, hey, you should make sure you clap all the way until the speaker gets to the podium. That's the polite thing to do. Same thing with when they're sitting. So it was a basic speech 101 exercise. And the job was you had to go up, introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Corey Cove. You said a quote. You said who the quote was from. The applause started. You went back to your seat. All of us did it the right way, even though we were all nervous as hell to do it.
Oh, boy.
A kid a year older than me, who had already failed the class once, decided to quote Al Bundy. And by the way, our teacher was female, and obviously about half the class was. And he walked up, goofy as hell, clapped all the way to the podium, just like we were supposed to. And he got up there and he goes, Al Bundy said, Hooters, Hooters, yum, 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 Hooters, Hooters on a girl that's dumb. And the teacher was like, she just screamed, get out of my class. And he's like, what did I do? He was like, oh, what? I did what you said. I just quoted Al Bundy. And of course, as you know, all of us wanted to laugh, but we're terrified. We're shaking in our chairs. Because if we laugh, we're gone too. So like, oh my God. Hey, this is 25 years ago, and I still think about it all the time. The smile on his face, like, whoa, what did I do? And her screech.
That's so funny.
Was his last name Spicoli?
No, it was. God, I love it.
It's such a great
man.
That's funny.
Who, for a second, thought that was going to fly?
That guy. All the quotes. You can just have a quote.
And of course, I don't even remember Al Bundy saying that, but that sounds like something Al Bundy.
Of course. I just Googled it. He definitely did.
Oh, he definitely said it.
Hooters, Hooters, yum, yum, yum.
Say it again.
Hooters, Hooters on a girl that's dumb. Straight up quote.
That was the quote that he picked.
That's funny. That's my password to get into the restaurant today.
Okay. More of the Power Trip after this.
The Fan. 5 years in the making. Root Party is back in person. Join us for the return of Root Party on Friday, July 19th at Forgotten Star Brewery in Fridley. Come hang out with all your favorite fan personalities, play your favorite fan games for great prizes, and enjoy live music from the Chris Hockey Band. And don't forget about the great food and drinks all night as well. Get all the full details now at KFAN.com. Make the keyword party.
Yeah. Is everybody here going to the Root Party? Yeah. Rosie? Max?
I have, I just cleared my throat. My lovely wife, who you know is a big fan of certain music, we have tickets. Her favorite artist is Lyle Lovett. Guess who's in town that night?
Sugarland. Sarah Evans.
No, Lyle Lovett.
Tupac. What was that one band?
Only.
BG.
Yeah,
So-
Birdman.
We will be at
Wheezy.
Lyle Lovett.
Jew. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the only reason.
Did you put 30-inch Lorenzos on that thing, Rose? Lyle Lovett. He's still with us?
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
he's not here
he
today.
puts on a hell of a show, too. He's
Is the
really
gap
good.
between Julia Roberts and Lyle Lovett the biggest gap in the history of relationships?
Whoa.
I think Belichick and his 24-year-old
That's
girlfriend.
close. That's a good point.
I don't think he means age.
No, I don't mean.
you meant gap like
0 to
looks.
10.
Attractiveness level and outkicking your coverage.
Well,
Pretty big gap.
might be.
Rosie.
He's an interesting, weird-looking dude.
He is.
And she's Julia Roberts.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
man.
he's a very interesting guy, so that's probably why she was attracted to him.
Yeah.
I assume. I
Yeah.
don't know.
For
the
his
relationship.
personality.
Or he has a massive schlong.
Okay, come on.
A basket.
How about
A basset hound?
A bass.
No, a massive schlong.
Oh.
Can I share one of my favorite Norm jokes real quick?
I guess I'll finish
too
my
late
sentence
now.
later.
It's too late now. Go ahead.
I bet your mic's...
Julia Roberts told reporters this week that her marriage to Lyle Lovett has been over for some time. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Julia Roberts and that she was married to Lyle Lovett.
That's funny. He's so funny.
Norm's good.
Oh, man.
Marnie, you were saying.
Yes, it reminds me of Kate Hudson and Black Crowes.
Chris Robinson.
That's
Yeah. Also,
Sometimes women are attracted to, well, A, personality, but B, talent.
What's the dude's name? Rick or Kate?
Moranis.
James.
Brilliant.
Okasik?
Okasik.
Yeah,
Who was
from
he
the
married
Cars.
to?
Oh, Paulina Porizkova.
Porzakova. That was a mismatch.
Porzakova.
Porzakova. Yeah, there you go. There's another one.
The email, the inbox, is saying also Kelly and Paul Lambert.
I mean, I'm pretty ugly.
You are not.
Not anymore.
Thanks, Hogs. Not anymore.
I think you're a beautiful man.
Your talent
You should have
is
stopped
very
after
attractive.
pretty.
No.
Yeah, that actually is a credit to your talent. She must be unbelievably attracted to your humor.
Well, I'll tell you what. We know an H. Schlong.
Oh, no, it's definitely not. I have a micro penis.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, Mark. He said it before. How are you surprised still?
You didn't know, Mark?
Say it.
Well,
She said it before.
Hey, you
You
know
like
what?
microwaves? You like micro machines?
I think this is the most apropos use of this ever. Say it, don't spray it.
Wow.
Man. You guys get off track so easily.
No, we're on track.
No, we're on track. We're talking about peepees.
Track.
What do you want to do? Talk about the Oilers and Panthers
I
game?
We
would.
get no Vikings news.
yeah.
We get no
Well,
Vikings news. Oh, yeah, we need to do
Vikings
some
news,
sports.
yes.
We
I
mentioned
can
the
do
last
it.
segment. I know you can do it.
Oh.
You can do it.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip. Presented by All Around Property Preservation.
All around.
Yeah! The Panthers hung on to beat the Oilers 20. I deserve that. I deserve that. 2-1 to avoid an epic collapse in the Stanley Cup final. The Panthers and Oilers scored in the first. The only other goal was scored in the second. Then the Panthers, Zacho, basically just hung on for dear life. Paul Maurice, the coach of the Panthers, is now 5-0 in Stanley Cup final game sevens.
No.
Yes, he is.
Not in Stanley Cup final game sevens.
No, playoff. I just didn't read that. Stanley Cup playoff game sevens.
There you go.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's in game sevens. He's never lost.
Florida wins their first cup. They have the best odds to win it again, along with the Dallas Stars. Zacho?
Yeah, that was a treat. I mean, would have liked to seen overtime, but don't get too greedy. That was a hell of a series, hell of a way to close everything out. Exactly what we wanted to see. Everybody just giving it their all somehow. I mean, this season started in like late September, early October last year. And they're still playing hockey, and credit to everybody involved. It was a great game. Oilers could have easily turned it the other way. Remember, Kulikov, of course, former Wild guy, is falling into his own goal, is able to pass the puck out, get it out of danger, and it goes right down, and it ends up being the game winner. Great effort by Bobrovsky, finally finding his game again. So compelling, rich, everything what you want in sports, and it was fun to watch last night and fun to listen to right here on the Fan.
Edmonton was absolutely exhausted the last couple minutes. I mean, they left their number line out there with Connor McDavid.
I am tired.
Pretty much the entire third period. And Zach, I don't know if you take any solace in the fact that, every time you think about, Florida wins the cup, this team wins the cup, they went 25 years between playoff series victories. for quite a while. They were the laughing stock, right? Blah, blah, blah. And it kind of comes back to Minnesota sports teams, does it not?
Yeah.
Especially the state of hockey. And I'm thinking the Wild haven't even come close. I mean, and this is what's so frustrating, I think, for fans of this sport, which is wonderful when we watch a series and competition like that when's it going to be Minnesota's turn?
Yeah, I mean, the Panthers started 30 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Took them 30 years, but they eventually did it between our North Stars and the Wild.
We've had,
yeah.
I
don't know.
Yeah.
Wild made it to one Western Conference Finals back in 2003. That was it.
It'll change, though.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, we're going to get the salary cap in a couple of years. Yep.
Yeah.
Got to wait another year.
Next summer, I think this is going to be a big turning point for the Wild in this next year.
After this year.
Yeah.
I agree with you there, yes. But
thank you for your honesty.
The Rats were on the ice last night.
They certainly
Gary Gaetti?
Yeah, I know. That was my favorite.
We were playing round and round.
Oh, Hawk loves that.
I wanted Edmonton to win, though.
What? No. Florida won, and I won.
Oh, you won money from Corey.
From Corliss.
Oh,
everybody likes when Corliss loses money.
That's right. I forgot about that. You had that big wager.
Yeah, we did.
Parish wager?
I didn't know I've won 4 of 5.
Yeah, it's a $1,500 net.
Nice.
I didn't buy a net.
That's an expensive net.
It is.
The Twins are back at it today at 8:40 as they battle the Diamondbacks. The Twins have won 2 straight, but they trail the Guardians by 8 because the Guardians have won 6 straight.
I don't understand. That team is playing well.
Joe Ryan goes for your Twins tonight, and that is Twins News brought to you by Quantum Fiber.
Looks like wild card this year if we're going to get in the postseason. That's where they are. And that's probably a pretty good spot for them. I don't think they're going to catch Cleveland now. 8 back. Wow.
That's depressing. Why did you bring that up?
Hey, can I?
It's June.
It is June.
We got a lot of time.
There's so much time.
There is. I know. I made a wager with Brandon. I gave him, I took the Twins. He took Cleveland.
Who's Brandon?
My 50, 10 to beat. 50 days.
I was thinking the same thing.
I know. Who's
I had to go
Brandon?
through names.
We never call him by his real name.
Hey, Saucy, can I insert this?
Of course. Insert away.
I was just looking through NFL stuff in case I had actual story about the NFL, and I saw a report about Stephon Diggs going to the Houston Texans and how he looks real good. According to one of the quarterbacks there in Houston, Case Keenum. Case Keenum is still in the league.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, of course.
I had no idea.
That's a nice gig for Case Keenum.
Wow.
He's still
Yeah, man. Well, and he
capitalizing. Good for him.
Didn't Denver pay him? Didn't he go from here to Denver?
Yeah, I think
you're right.
Yeah.
He
Wow.
made, I think he made
Nothing like being a
40
career
million,
backup at
but
this
I think
point of year.
they signed him. Denver signed him to be the starting quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I didn't know he was still in the league.
I didn't either.
Wow, a lot of people.
He backed up Josh Allen in Buffalo, and then last year he signed a 2-year deal with the Texans. And then, of course, Diggs is now on the Texans. So the Minneapolis Miracle reunification.
And they will be here.
He's a super nice guy.
Third game of the season, the Texans will play the Vikings here at the U.S. Bank. So
that's right.
They will be back at the scene of the, I'm going to say crime, but scene of the most, I guess, thrilling moment the Vikings have had.
Well, at U.S. Bank Stadium, that's for sure.
Yeah,
He's made
for sure.
$51 million.
Good for him. Who?
Case.
Case says, yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
That is a good gig, man.
It is.
His body probably is
hold
in
the clipboard
better
and-
shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Didn't have to deal
run
with
the scout team.
Didn't have to deal with fans.
Yeah. Booing them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And lastly, everybody's excited about College Football 25 hitting shelves on July 19th.
I am.
I know you are.
Can't wait.
July 16th for us early access people. Apparently, they've signed almost every big name college football player to be in the game except for Arch Manning.
Yeah.
Arch Manning he's the only one. Literally, any other college football name that you might know has said yes. He's the only big name that held out.
Do you know why?
No, I really don't know.
He held out, from what I've heard, is because he isn't the starter and he didn't want to take anything away from Quinn Ewers, who is the starter.
That's big
really?
of him.
That's why. And
I was expecting.
he don't need the money.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure.
No.
Who's
But I was
kid?
expecting you to
He don't
say
need the
something
money.
like, no, because he wants to be
It's
marketed
Cooper? Okay.
individually
No.
for something.
It's because he
Oh,
didn't
that's
want to take
awesome.
away from.
Yeah, I think that. That's good.
Yeah.
Good job, kiddo.
I can't wait for that. That's like less than a month away.
I know, dude. I wish it was tomorrow.
Yeah. I'd pay $200 for it to be tomorrow.
Well, you got Corey's money. You may as well.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not enough.
Marnie, is Gary interested in playing that or not? Or has he moved on?
Gary?
Gary.
Your son, Gary?
It's Grady.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, Grayson.
Yeah.
Is Grady going to play?
For sure. Yeah.
He does.
Mhm.
He likes sports
he and
games.
his buddies.
Hey, Randy.
Yeah, he'll put the headset on and he'll yell at his friends.
Whoa.
Oh,
That's
don't
what they
cuss,
do.
Scary.
Remember the days where you played video games in the same room as your friends? These kids do not do that. Kids do not play video games in the same room anymore.
Another way of separating people.
Yep, it's all headphones and video chats and whatnot, messenger.
Good luck out there.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck out there.
Anyway.
Is the online version of that game fun? Red Dead? Have any of you ever played it?
I tried it
Max, so did you play it?
It's a whole different game from my understanding of it. The same way that Grand Theft Auto. It's a whole different concept, basically.
Zacko? Yeah, I mean it's when you get online with a bunch of random people and then they kill you and then you get back and there's like an honor system. It's a whole different deal. It's an interesting. It can be fun, but it's not.
Remind me when I get back. Tell you the story and the news about the guy who got pissed at the kid when he was playing games against him and how he reacted. I'll tell you about it.
Meatsauce.
It's a real news story.